So we're going to start with one of those lighter shades and we're going to highlight the brow bone. So we're just going to take this just underneath that brow and in the inner corner as well. So highlight in the inner corner is really, really nice. It just helps to brighten up the eyes. Just makes them look nice and fresh. And then we're going to use the second one in as a base shadow. So we're just going to dust that all over the lid. And you want a kind of nice fluffy brush like this because you don't want it to be too dense. You want everything to be nice and well blended. So I would say the lighter the shadow, the fluffier the brush, because that's just going to make it blend. And then the darker shadows, you want to go for a smaller brush because you want those colours to be quite compact. So we're going to start with a fluffier brush and we're just going to dust this all over the lid. This is also going to make sure that your eyeshadow stays in place because your whole lid is set down. So if there's any kind of oiliness or something that might make the eyeshadow crease, it's just be nice and set down. Perfect, so your eyelids are set, you've got a nice base shadow on there, and we're going to start to intensify. We're going to go for a little bit of these two mixed together, and we're just going to pop that in the eye socket. So just where it's slightly hollow, we're just going to pop that in there. And that's just going to create a little bit more definition on the eyes. And you always want to keep, when you're going for a smoky look, keep it more elongated and all of your kind of darker colours on the outer edges, and that's going to make your eyes look much more defined. So we're going to mix these two together. We're going to start from the outer edge and buff inwards, and those little circular motions from outer corner to inner corner. And what I like to do after each step, I like to match it underneath as well, so that I know I've kind of got the same colours all the way around the eye. So we're going to go underneath with those two shades again. So we're going to take a smaller brush and we're going to mix those two same shades together, tap off the excess, and if you look right up for me, you want to just buff that from the outer corner where we've put the top lid shadow, and buff it towards the inner corner. And that's just going to smoke out that lower lash line. And you just want to connect it to where we've put the shadow on the top lid. Lovely. So we're just going to step that up slightly. And again, I'm going to go for a smaller brush. So again, this one's slightly tapered. So this is just going to make sure that we're concentrating the darker colours and they're not being blended everywhere and it goes a little bit muddy. So we're going to mix the two end colours. We're going to do the exact same motion and we're just going to buff from the outer into the socket. Lovely, let's have a look. Really nice. And again, we're going to take those darker shades underneath the lash line as well. If you look up for me, and we're just buffing underneath the lash line. So, what we're going to do is just use our fingers for this. So you can use a brush, but you'll get more of a softer effect. But if you want it a bit more intense, you can use your fingers as well. So we're going to take this gold shade, and we're just going to pat that on the inner portion of the lid where we haven't put any shadow. So what we're going to do is just press that on top, and just make sure that it blends into that matte on the outer edge. Okay, so we've stepped it up with a little bit of metallic shadow. So what do you think of that?
That's very nice.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
I think because it's quite a warm gold, you've got really warm dark brown eyes. I think it just complements it, and it's a really easy way to just step it up for the night time as well.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you like it?
Yeah, it's very nice. Yeah.
Okay, perfect.